Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about pressing pillows. And one of the big uses for pressing pillows is baby bodysuits. And so you can see on these bodysuits that we have all these seams. So you have the shoulders that allow you to take it off over the baby's head. And that creates quite a bit of thickness there. And then at the bottom you have your snaps, which also causes some thickness. And so what happens is that when you put this into the press and you try to close it, those shoulders and the seams and the snaps keep the press from being able to close completely. So if you have your design here, this seam is keeping that top platen from pressing down as much as it needs to onto the area of the bodysuit that you're decorating. So for that we have pressing pillows, which I had the video that I made a couple weeks ago of how to make them. And so the small pressing pillow, this is great for doing the bodysuits, but you don't have to have a little tiny one. If you just made one size, you'd be fine. I can use this one because what happens is where the area is pushing, it's going to push down, where those seams are, and it's going to even out that pressure. So as you press down here, it's going to push down in the area, kind of like when you lay on your mattress and it dips down where your hips are or where your knees are or whatever, it dips down, and that's what's going to happen there. So I'm just going to use this medium size one, and I'm going to lay my bodysuit here in the middle. And this is just a Gerber brand. And I just want to lay that out. And of course with HTV, as always, most of the time, at least with Siser that I'm using, you want to pre-press just for a few seconds to get any moisture out of your garment. And it kind of preheats the surface. And then we're going to lay down our first piece. And I am layering. And I am using Siser, and Siser has a very quick tack time, which means that we do not have to press it for the full time. I'm at 305 degrees. Just going to get that on there, and we're just going to press it for a few seconds. And then we're going to go ahead and remove that carrier sheet. And that protects this layer of heat transfer vinyl from being pressed for too long, because you can overpress heat transfer vinyl. Too much heat for too long can damage the adhesive. It can shrink the vinyl. You can have a lot of issues with that. And I'm just going to let it cool off for a second. Letting it cool also helps prevent it shrinking too much. So we're just going to let it cool. And you can see, do you see the divots in the press from where the bodysuit was pressed into it? And those will go away as it cools. So we've cooled off for a second. I'm going to lay down my second layer. Get that lined up on there. Right where we want it. And again, layering with heat transfer vinyl is so easy because you can see through that carrier sheet and get it exactly where you want it. Right, and then I'm just going to press again just for a few seconds just to tack that layer down. Pull that off, and then I'm going to finish off my press with about a 10-second press. That's it. That's all there is to it. So there we have our pressed, and the red gets a little dark when it's pressed. It'll lighten up as it cools. But there we have it. Using that pressing pillow helped keep those shoulder seams there from making it adhere. So good to go. If you have any questions, let me know.